Right, so let's start the session, guys. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this session on Guidewire. So my name is Vamshi, and I'll be your host for today's session. Of course, the training as well. And so before this, let me tell you about myself. I'm actually working in the field of AI, but over a period of time, I've been worked as a different kinds of, domains actually. So main finance, banking, and insurance. So out of this experience, right? So how we are actually working with this domain, and again, see what are the insights that you need to draw. And again, out of my experience, I'll tell you why it is now becoming a trend, kind of trend here. I'll tell you. Fine. So let us try to understand the different perspectives of this one. Fine. So first of all, see, let us try to understand from the basic point of view what is Guidewire and the PNC insurance. All right. I'll also tell you because see, this is mainly, especially, related to the insurance domain. So, in order to win in the interviews or even in the certifications that you want to go, or even if you want to make it big into this particular guidewire, right? You have to have domain knowledge, especially insurance, because it is related to insurance kind of domain. So, you need to have good understanding about the concepts here. Because see, without this knowledge, right, wherever you go, you will face rejections. And again, see, even in certifications, you will be failing here. All right. So we'll try to understand a few things about Guidewire here. And of course, I'll also give you a roadmap as to how to enter into this particular domain or space, and then how you could make your career out of it. All right. Now, so in today's session, right, in today's agenda, so we'll try to understand the Guidewire. Okay, so what is Guidewire? And moreover, see, not only about Guidewire, so you need to, as I told you, right, you need to be familiar with some kind of insurance domain concepts here. So that is very, very important, guys. Because see, let me tell you, out of my experience, also I'll tell you. Because when you want to, see, Guidewire has a lot of things here. As a developer, as an architect, there are different kinds of roles here. So what they do exactly, I'll tell you here. And then the insurance domain. So you need to understand the insurance domain. So what type of insurance are there? What are the different types of insurance that are provided in India? So what is this PNC insurance? Because Guidewire especially deals with the PNC insurance. I'll tell you what are the different PNC insurance or what is that PNC insurance about. And then the Guidewire's products here. So we have different products in Guidewire. We'll also try to understand the certifications here. All right. So we'll try to also understand the certifications. So whether you want to go as a developer or some other kind of role. So what kind of certifications you have, we'll also look at that one. Then I'll also give you a roadmap, as I told you. All right. So let us first try to understand the concepts of Guidewire here. So what exactly is Guidewire? Now, by definition, right, or if you even Google it out, right? So, let me tell you, it is one of the cloud-based software platforms. Previously, it was on-premises actually. So, it was a separate kind of software, but now they have their own cloud here. All right. And they're trying to even integrate with the popular clouds like Azure, AWS, and some other kind of GCP kind of platforms actually. So, again, they also have tie-up with different kinds of insurance companies across the globe here. All right. So it's a leading cloud-based software platform for the property and casualty insurance. Property and casualty. I'll tell you what is property and casualty insurance. All right. So now in India, what type of insurance we have, you also need to know about that one. So what is property and casualty insurance in India? And what are the different types that we have and how they're covered? I'll give you a clear roadmap here. Because see, as I told you, right? If at all you want to go in as a developer, right, you need to understand the terminology here. And you also need to understand how this domain actually works here. All right. So, for example, if you take certain, we might be purchasing some kind of insurance products, right? Different insurance products here. So let us go with some kind of when you want to renewal your insurance for your motor vehicle or some kind of like for example, it could be a car or it could be some kind of bike or something, two-wheeler or four-wheeler or something. So what are the things involved in that one? So I'll give you a clear understanding about those kind of concepts here. All right. So majorly it is actually for this property and casualty insurance industry. So which provides its efficiency or its kind of concepts into this policy administration. Now, what is this policy administration? They have some kind of tool called as policy center. Now, basically, you need to understand what is this policy administration. So, billing and again, claims management. Of course, even underwriting as well. So, we have other concept called as underwriting. All right. So, when you purchase some kind of insurance, right? So, I mean, see the insurance. I mean, so initially they'll give you only some kind of invoice or something that you have purchased some kind of product. But the underwriting, that means the kind of that particular product and its related like kind of stuff. I mean, so we'll give you almost all 1 month because underwriting itself takes a lot of time. So why it happens, actually, I tell you what is included in that one. All right. Now, before this one, so let us try to understand how Guidewire actually helps companies here, insurance companies. What is Guidewire? Now we have understood, right? Like Guidewire is some kind of cloud-based software as a service kind of application. All right. So it comes under software as a service kind of application. Now, as I told you, right, now they're tying up with Azure, AWS kind of, I mean, cloud players in order to give its services even in the past kind of sectors. All right, platform as a service. So where developers can integrate with the different platforms and they can pull in the data or perform different kinds of things here. All right. So Guideware helps PNC insurance companies. Now you know what is PNC, right? But more of it we'll try to understand in a short while. All right. So Guidewire helps P&C insurance companies to digitize operations here. Now, let's see, for example, before all this kind of tasks, right? Now we are working this cloud domain. All right. So now before this cloud, everything is on premises. And again, see, even before to that one, right? Now think about banks. I mean, like for example, 15 years back or 20 years back, how they worked actually, even the insurance companies. All right. So, for example, they have some kind of headquarters located somewhere, and again, branch offices in different kinds of locations. And again, see, in order to better, I mean, service their clients, right, or customers, right? So they used to have different insurance agents here. So that is where how actually their business runs here. Fine. This is common in every country. This is not only in India, actually. Okay. So because see, now this is not a small industry, guys. Okay. So again, let me tell you. Now, in order to streamline all their operations here, operations in the sense it comes under everything. All right. It has policy. I mean, because customers will be taking different kinds of policies here. All right. So different products, I mean to say, it could be anything. I'm speaking about not just speaking about the PNC kind of thing. It could be a life insurance product, or it could be some kind of health insurance product here, or it could be some kind of motor insurance or different other kind of insurances. All right. Now, in order to streamline the entire operations and digitize all the operations here, because now everything has become cloud here. All right. And see, customers are given the right to fetch their information at any point of time. So they can look at their policy, they can centrally manage everything, they can pay some kind of their premiums online, or they can perform different other kind of tasks. In order to ease these kind of operations to the insurance companies, right? Guidewire is providing all its kind of services here. Because see, in insurance, right, everything is again, I mean, we have different perspectives, different modules I can understand. Okay, so in order to make you understand in simpler way, right? So I can tell you about the different modules here. Now, policy is one kind of module. All right. So let me tell you. So we have insurer. Insurer means the insurance companies here. All right. All right. Insurer. And again, see, policy holder. There are certain terminologies here, policy holder. And again, see, claims. All right, claims here. And then underwriting. And then again, see, we also have some other kind of things like billing. All right, billing here. Now, likewise, we have different things here also. All right, the claim settlement ratio and everything. Of course, we go with that kind of concepts later here. But at least see, these are the key terminologies that you need to understand about things. Now, insurer means the kind of company that you're going with. All right. So there are different insurers here. Like for example, India, if you take it, right, a lot of companies are there, LIC, or even if you go with Tata, AIG, or HDFC Ergo, or ICICI Lombard, or something. Fine. So we have many different kinds of insurers here. Now, according to them, like for example, now Guidewire provides, so as I'm telling you, Guidewire helps them to digitize all these kind of operations here. All right. So again, improve customer experiences. Now, customer needs some kind of information, right to information. So what are their policies? So how much they are getting actually. All right. So these kind of operations also, I mean, it should be customer centric here. And again, see, leverage data for analytics. See, now they have lots of data with them. If you take the case of banking, even finance or even insurance, right? They have lots and lots of data with them. Now, how to streamline all those kind of data operations here? So, Guidewire helps them in order to process all this kind of data. All right. So, see, so they actually provide this kind of operations, making processes like underwriting, pricing, and claims processing more efficient, scalable, and customer centric here. Sorry. Right. So, just a minute. Okay, so more efficient, scalable, and customer centric with offerings like its digital platform here. I'll tell you what is this digital platform about. All right. So these are the key things that you need to understand: underwriting, pricing, claims processing. Now, Guidewire provides you like different modules, even in software also, it provides different modules here. Each and every module again has a lot of things here, like policy center. Now, policy. Now, what does policy center contain? What that again billing center contain? What is again some kind of claims kind of center contains here? Okay, so we'll try to understand in detail about. Now, before that one, right? Before I dig deeper into this Guidewire kind of operations, right? Let us first try to understand the insurance domain here. Because see, as I told you, right? You need to know a clear understanding of what are the different products available and how Guidewire is providing operations to different insurance companies which are based in India. Because see, now the kind of insurance that you take here and the kind of insurance you take abroad. For example, when you visit some kind of abroad, I mean, when you go abroad, right? Okay. So there the policy might change here, right? So based upon again the I mean the different kinds of insurance regulatory kind of board kind of adherences. Because see, each every company has to adhere to some kind of rules and restrictions here. All right. So, but how Guidewire helps them? So let us try to understand. So first of all, even before this one, right? Let us try to understand what is this insurance about. So, in its simple terms, right, insurance is a legal contract. All right, insurance is a legal contract between a person. So, is a person is a customer or a policyholder. All right, and an insurance business in which the insurer means the insurance company, promises to provide financial protection that is some guaranteed. So, these are the terminology we need to know. All right, against unforeseen events for a certain price here. Unforeseen events could be anything. It could be death or it could be some kind of accident or anything. All right. So it is called as a premium. That means you pay, I mean, see certain premium for certain period here and the insurance, I mean, it's the insurer. So what are the product you take it, right? So that is a legal contract or some kind of MOU between you and the insurance company. So you will be paying for a certain time period and he will be like, for example, he will be giving you some kind of vow that, I mean, he will give you some kind of, he will help you, he will protect you in a financial kind of thing. Okay. So for a certain time period that you pay. And I mean, so under that one, there will be certain kind of, like, for example, some kind of promises or some kind of thing. So which will be taken care in the underwriting section here. All right. So that means it is some kind of legal contract actually. So what is that product about and what is they are offering you? All right. So likewise, there are different kinds of products, but this is what is insurance actually. All right. Now let us try to understand what are the types of insurance generally we have actually. Then we'll dive into what is all these kind of things here. All right. So if you understand, right, insurance is basically classified into two things here, general insurance and life insurance. Even in India also, we have the same thing here. All right, life insurance and then general insurance. Now you might ask me, I mean, we also have health insurance, right? Then what about this one? See, health insurance comes under this general insurance. It is not a separate kind of insurance. Of course, it is a separate thing, but I mean, regarding the category wise, right? It comes under general insurance here. All right. Life insurance is different, and again, general insurance is different here. All right. So now let us try to understand here. So what is general insurance? General insurance covers your assets. That means see, I mean, see that what are the products you have? Products here in the sense you can understand it to be some kind of physical assets, guys. All right, physical assets. Now it could be your home, it could be your car, or it could be any kind of your motor vehicle. It could be a bike, or it could be some kind of car, or it could be some kind of products also. All right. Now let me tell you some kind of example. Now purchasing some kind of mobile, right? Even go to any kind of store, or even if you purchase some kind of products online, mobiles. Even now mobiles they are giving you some kind of theft insurance, right? Yes or no? So when you go to Amazon or like for example Flipkart, right? When you purchase some kind of mobile, so they're also giving you certain, like for example insurance here. Now when you travel somewhere, whether it could be some kind of airways or some kind of train or again bus here, even they will also do the same thing. They'll, so you have the option to, go with some kind of travel insurance here. So for example, if some unseen, event occurs, right? Okay, so you'll be insured here. All right. All those things comes under the general insurance here. That means in simple ways, I can tell you all the non-life kind of products, right? Non-life. Non-life means other than life insurance here. All right. Other than life insurance, everything comes under the general insurance kind of category. All right. So general insurance covers your assets such as your house, car, jewelry, or your motor vehicles or something, etc. It also includes health insurance and travel insurance also. So what is now life insurance here? We'll dig also deeper into this one. Do not worry. All right. Now, what is life insurance here? So life insurance plans provide coverage in the unfortunate event of death during the policy term. So for example, now you're paying some kind of premium, guys. You're taken some kind of policy, some kind of life insurance policy. So insurer could be anyone. I'm not speaking about the insurer here. But if something happens during that time period, right? In case of your demise or in case of sudden death or something, whatever it could be. So the insurer will tell you that this is the sum assured that you'll be getting. In case if anything happens here. So now, see, previously it was only life insurance here, but now again, see, in the life insurance products here, apart from this particular section, right? They're also pairing it with other kind of stuff also. All right. So, for example, you will be also told that, see, not only this one, you will be also, it could have also, you can also go with some kind of financial protection also. All right. So, for example, in exchange for regularly paid premiums, right, the policy holder and any covered family members. Now you go with certain policy here. Now you'll also cover your family members also. You can also include them. All right. So all these, policy holders and their family members will also be safeguarded financially during a policy term for certain period here. All right. In case of unforeseen circumstances. So this is what, the life insurance tells you. Now it could be anything, as I told you, it could be an accident, it could be some kind of theft or adverse weather, or whatever it could be. All right. So now let us try to understand in detail about this one. All right. Now, so what types of insurances are available in India as of now, and where this Guidewire comes into the concept here? How does they're providing their services to the different organizations here? Not only insurance organizations, so Guidewire is also, as types with different kinds of IT companies also in India. Whether you take it TCS or in even Infosys, and again, there are a lot of companies. I'll also show you a list of those kind. Okay, so those are dealing with this kind of Guidewire. And that is the reason you can now see a lot of companies who are asking Guidewire kind of certifications or even job roles, you are able to see that one. All right. Now, if you look at the types of insurance that are offered in India as of now, right? So let me tell you something. Life insurance. So that is a common kind of product wherever you go. Health insurance is also common thing. Motor insurance, home insurance, travel insurance, commercial insurance, and liability insurance, crop insurance, marine insurance, and again fire insurance here. All right, all of these things here. Yes. Yes, of course, I'll tell you, Arun. Okay, so first let us try to understand this one. I'll tell you about what are the different kinds of softwares we have actually from this thing. Because see, in order to understand the software suite in that particular Guidewire, right, you have to know, which insurance you will be dealing with actually. All right. So we'll try to understand these things here. Now again, see, let me tell you guys. Again, let us try to go with the general insurance here. What is general insurance? Now in different organizations, let me tell you, okay, in different organizations, if you look at, right, not different organization, different countries. I'm sorry, different countries here. So here in India, we are speaking about general insurance, all right? But in US and some kind of countries like Canada, US and some other kind of countries, if you go, right, they actually call it as P&C insurance. Here we are calling in India general insurance. That is the difference you need to know. All right. So general insurance is an agreement between the insurance company and the policy holder, where the insurance company provides compensation to the policy holder for damage to the insured assets because of covered perils here. All right. All non-life insurance policies are classified as general insurance policies. Okay. All non-life insurance policies, apart from life insurance, right? Whether you take it, even a mobile insurance, travel insurance, any kind of thing. So theft insurance, even. Okay. So everything comes under the general insurance. All right. And why today Guidewire is rising actually? Because of all this kind of general insurance, because of the rise in general insurance. Because see, everyone today needs some kind of financial protection, right? Wherever you're living in, which country you might be living in. All right. And especially in India, right? So, I mean, like for example, we require a lot of coverage because see, now the kind of environment we are living into, and see, now it also depends upon a lot of other factors also, guys. If I take into the factors, right, there are different things that is making this insurance industry like booming everything. Now, because see, everyone is purchasing, see, everyone has the per capita income is also rising. All right. Now, everyone has some kind of, buying kind of behavior to buy certain products here. Now, again, they want, I mean, like, for example, we have to protect even them also, right? So that is where this industry is actually booming right now. Because, see, now a common thing when you purchase a simple mobile, right, online, whether you go with Amazon, Flipkart, or anything, any retailer also you go with, will ask you whether you have some kind of theft insurance. If you pay this much amount, I mean, so it will be protected here. So, I mean, there will be some kind of damage protection that is giving you. See, this is common for everything, guys. That is what is general insurance here, right? So now let us even try to understand what are the other things here. So general insurance offered in India. What are the general insurance offered in India? Healthcare coverage. All right. That means the health insurance here. Automobile insurance, homeowners insurance in the sense house insurance here. All right. Insurance against fire, travel insurance here. All right. So in short, if you ask me, right, what a general insurance means, general insurance is a broad category for non-life policies. All right, non-life policies. So that give you protection against unexpected financial losses. So it can include damage to property or health also. All right. Now even health insurance also comes under this kind of category only. All right. So if you look at the various things, right? See, now, there's some health insurances. So these are different types of insurances we have. But again, as insurances that are being offered to the citizens of India. In India, we have this kind of insurances. Of course, I mean, see, the new insurances comes under this particular case of theft insurance also and mobile protection kind of insurance also. All right. Now, if you take the case of, for example, let me tell you. Now, if you go with health insurance, right? Health insurance is other again major and common form of general insurance, guys. All right. If you go with health insurance, right? So it is again one major category of general insurance. So covering financial losses from medical emergencies, right? Covers financial losses from medical emergencies. Medical emergencies. And of course, see, I can also call it as hospitalization also. Hospitalization. All right. So again, see, all right. And again, see, even in case of like, for example, even the insurance companies also gives you some kind of thing like in the case of sudden death here, sudden death, sudden death. Or even like, for example, so we also have certain categories here. So now death, I mean, see if it is death caused by which kind of thing. So they can give you some kind of insurance here. All right. So there are even cases like, for example, certain deaths will not be insured here. All right. So let us go with those things later actually, but let us try to understand this one. All right. So here health insurance specifically addresses medical cost here. You need to understand this one. All right. So now medical cost here. Now, what are the various forms of health insurance cover? Like for example, being given in India, especially if you speak about India, right? We have some kind of inpatient, like for example, carrier. All right, inpatient. Now, inpatient is where, for example, if you have been admitted to some kind of hospital, right, due to some kind of disease or some kind of illness, right? So the insurer will take care about your medical expenses here if it falls under certain category. All right. Now again, critical illness treatment also. Now, like for example, now you cannot bone the expenses, medical expenses here. So certain diseases like cancer treatment, and again, like for example, heart diseases, and again, like for example, some kind of there are different kinds of things here. Tumor related cases and certain things in India are now being given some kind of medical expenses from the insurers here. But again, see, post-hospitalization medical bills also. Now, some kind of cases, right? Some kind of policies are also giving you post-hospitalization, some kind of people, right? So they might not be able to bear those kind of expenses also. Even there are people who can't bear some kind of medicines also. All right. So to them, right? I mean, so different governments and different states are also giving you this kind of insurance here. And again, see, procedures for daycare here. Now, daycare means like, for example, in hospitalization, right? So whether you're hospitalized, right? Now, what are the charges are being incurred on that particular day? You can even offer those particular things also. So likewise, I mean, see, you can, and there are certain things here where, I mean, insurance is being provided to you. Now, if you ask, like, for example, what are the different healthcare insurances provided, right, under the general insurance kind of category? Individual health insurance. All right. And see, even the government is also telling to offer this kind of service here because everyone today, I mean, see, whether you are any kind of age, where, and again, let me tell you guys, if you are above 18 years of age, right, government is clearly telling you to take this kind of health insurance. And of course, we have different schemes in each and every state also. We have even some kind of PM kind of health insurance kind of policies also. And again, even separate states are also giving you different kinds of things here. All right. And again, see, we also have family. I mean, if you family floater insurance means this insurance covers the entire family members also. All right. So you will be asked to pay a premium for certain time period here. I mean, it could be a monthly, quarterly. See, premiums could be monthly, quarterly, or yearly. I mean, that we can, okay. So according to the policy, right? According to the kind of thing that you're able to pay, I mean, you can go with certain kind of premium payment here. And then again, critical illness, critical illness coverage, critical illness coverage here. And again, see, senior citizen health insurance. All right, health insurance here. Now we have this particular new policy actually, senior citizen health insurance here. All right. And again, see, group health insurance. Group health insurance is certainly, I mean, this kind of thing is normally common in companies here. Now, for example, now you might be getting a job in some kind of company, right? So they will give you this kind of insurance. Your company will be paying you, I mean, about for your health expenses in this kind of category, group health insurance here. Now, when you have been given certain kind of offer letter, right? In that offer letter, I mean, so under the kind of like, for example, in your salary breakup, right? So you can also see, I mean, they'll be giving you this kind of things also. If you go with certain good companies here, they'll also offer you this kind of things also. All right. Now, again, if you go with life insurance, again, life insurance has its own kind of things. We have term life insurance, unit link policies. Okay. So we have term life insurance. All right. And again, ULIPs, unit link policy. All right. Unit link insurance plans, we call it as. And again, see, we have endowment plans here. We have child plans for education, retirement plans here. Nowadays, right, if you look at the different policies, even if you take the case of LIC, LIC is not only giving you life insurance, but it is also giving you, apart from the life, I mean, they're also covering up some other kind of education related things also. Or let's say, for example, you'll be given some kind of some insurance. I mean, it could be some kind of multiple category policy also. All right. Now, where does this PNC category comes in? I mean, I told you that PNC is obviously some kind of general insurance here, general insurance in India. All right. In India, I mean, it is called as a general insurance, PNC. If you go with the countries like US, Canada, and certain other countries, right, they call it as a PNC kind of insurance here. So what is PNC? Property and casualty. So property and casualty insurance is a major category of general insurance here. In fact, as I told you, in India, we call it by this particular name here. So basically, what is this PNC industry? All right, because see, as I told you, your Guidewire actually revolves around this particular industry only. So it's not offering any kind of solutions into the life and again some other things because in life and certain things, right? See, even you can bring life here also, but especially they have formulated certain kind of software suite so that it can cater to the needs of the different insurance kind of issues here. All right. So what are they? Now let me tell you about this one. Now, PNC insurance, if you take it, right, as I told you, general insurance in India. So it is also, I mean, called as non-life insurance. Non-life insurance. Because see, as I told you, right, apart from life insurance, we also call it as a non-life insurance here. So it basically covers risk related to assets here. All right. Assets here. So it could be anything. Like, for example, you could understand it as a property. Because see, now let me tell you what is a property. Do not think of property like property means it is only a house here. Do not think in that way. Because see, for example, let me tell you, even if you purchase some kind of motor vehicle, that is your property. Even if you purchase some kind of mobile, that is your own property here. So your property in the sense, some kind of physical asset here. It could be in the form of some kind of house here. All right. It could be in the form of some kind of mobile also, or it could be some kind of motor vehicle also. Motor vehicle in the sense, again, it could be a car or it could be some kind of two-wheeler. All right. So generally, these are the things that are being offered in India. Fine. And see, not only this one. So this, see, all this comes under the property kind of insurance here. Then what is casualty here? What is casualty? So casualty for damages or injuries here. All right. For damages and injuries. Okay. Now let us try to understand in detail about this PNC. So as I told you, I mean, PNC is a common term in US and some other kind of companies. Okay. So here we speak about general insurance. Now, what is their general insurance here? So what does this contain exactly? All right. And what are the different things offered in India? So we'll try to understand. Now, where does Guidewire fit into and how does it help us in this particular industry here? Now, property insurance here. Okay. Now it actually protects the things you own. Okay. In simple terms, protects the things you own here. All right. You own. So for example, now what do you understand? How do you can understand with this one? So for example, if something that you own gets damaged, stolen, or destroyed, so property insurance helps you repair or replace it. In simple way, I can tell you about this one. Once again, I repeat, if something that you own, it could be anything, as I told you, it could be a, like for example, a motor vehicle, or it could be some kind of a property like a house, or it could be a simple property like a mobile or laptop or some other kind of electronic gadget. All right. So if something that you own gets damaged or stolen or destroyed. So I need to give you this kind of terms here. Damaged, stolen, and then destroyed. All right. So property insurance helps you repair or replace it. Repair or replace it. Now, where does it, I mean, so how you can understand in simple real life examples, I'll give you. Let's say, for example, you have purchased some kind of laptop. All right. Now it could be anything. Again, the like for example, the brand could be anything. It could be a Dell, it could be Apple, or it could be some kind of HP, Lenovo, or something, Samsung, Acer, Asus, whatever you have it. All right. Now, when you purchase that particular laptop, right, they'll give you a certain warranty period, right? Warranty period here. Now, they give you certain warranty period for up to, for like, for example, initially any kind of laptop you take it. Now, they'll give you that, I mean, we have some kind of warranty from the maker itself for about 1 year. All right. So 1 year. All right. 1 year. And then see what will do. I mean, again, if you go with this Bajaj kind of showroom, right? So what they'll tell you, sir, we have an extended, kind of care kind of period also, protection care or something. They'll give you like beautiful terms. They'll tell you, and they'll tell you this kind of thing here. Now, what does that mean is, so he's actually giving you some kind of insurance kind of thing that means the protection kind of care actually for a certain time period. And he will tell you that, I mean, so it will cost you this much actually. So it could be based upon the laptop that you're purchasing and again, the kind of plan that you're going with. So minimum, they'll give you 1 year or I mean, so you'll also given up to 3 years actually. So the time period will be 1 to 3 years. Because see, why they'll give you not give you more than 3 years? I mean, any kind of new electronic gadget, if you take it, right, actually according to the software policies, right, I mean the versions they can like for example, what are the versions? For example, now you might be having different Android versions here, so from time to time you'll be getting notifications here, all right. So it could be capable and it will work fine for up to that particular period here. So post that one, I mean it will automatically the price will be falling for that one. So that is why they'll normally give you this particular time period only anywhere you go it, all right. So I'm just telling you a Bajaj example here. All right. So now in this particular period, right? So you might have seen, right? For example, they'll tell you, sir, if something goes wrong, even if there is a scratch here in your monitor or something, it will be replaced here free of cost. All right. So that is what I mean. So either repair or replace it. So for example, it could not be replaced here. So what will they tell you? I mean, see, for example, first of all, they'll tell you that it will be repaired free of cost here. If not, they'll try to replace it here. All right. And post this C, for example, if you take it this particular thing. So now what is this one? You have to claim for this one. So now this is called as a claim here. All right, claim. So when you claim it, right, and that will be valid for only one particular claim here. They'll not give you, like, for example, n number of times here. If you even, for example, if you, like, for example, break it down and if you go with him, right, okay, so they'll, I mean, do it for only one particular time here. I mean, not after that one. So there'll be also certain time period for that one. Fine. So either it could be repaired or replace it. So this is what the protection plan you'll be getting for the products that you purchase actually. So especially when you go with purchasing some kind of mobile products or some kind of like for example laptops or certain other electronic gadgets also. Even in the case of some kind of this thing, for example, let me tell you the other kind of case. Okay, so I'll also tell you what are the case with the car and again bike also. Let me tell you that one later. So, for example, your house is damaged by fire or flood here, or by fire or flood. So you'll be having some kind of home insurance here. Okay, home insurance. So in which category they will insure you for your home if your house is damaged by fire or flood. Okay, not other things here. All right. And again, see, if you go with the motor insurance, right? For example, motor insurance means it will be valid for both four-wheeler as well as two-wheeler in India. So your car is damaged in an accident here. All right. In an accident. In an accident. So that is where motor insurance will be applicable. All right. In other kind of cases, you will not get any kind of insurance here. All right. And again, see, for example, if your shop or office burns down or is robbed, for example, I mean, robbed or like there could be some kind of theft or something has happened. All right. So now there could be also some kind of commercial property insurance here. So there are different types of insurances. Of course, we have in India. And commercial property insurance is one kind of thing. I mean, that is where you're insured. For example, if you have an office or if you have some kind of business, if unwanted things happen, all these are nothing but the property kind of insurance I'm speaking about. Property insurance here. So now this is like, for example, protection for your assets. So property insurance is protection. You can think about protection for your assets. All right, assets here. Now, what about casualty? What about casualty, guys? What is casualty? Now, casualty means it refers mainly to the liability. All right, liability, meaning so it will give you protection when you are legally responsible for hurting someone or damaging their property. All right. Now, for example, if you're suddenly going on the road here, of course, see, now when you're going on the road, for example, when you're traveling something, for example, suddenly someone comes in between, all right, due to something. See, it might not be your mistake, but again, mistakes happen here. Fine. So we can't do in such kind of cases here. So, but again, because of you, someone got hurt here. Again, so I mean, in that cases also, when you go with some kind of motor vehicle insurance or certain health insurance or certain other things, right? In their kind of cases also, I mean, see, this general insurance covers both the things here, not only with the protection for the casualty also. All right. So, for example, you cause a road accident and injure someone. So, insurance pays hospitals and legal costs on behalf of you. All right. So, again, see, for example, uh, your company products harm someone. For example, now this is a common case, right? So now in India also there are a lot of companies. I mean, so again, people are not being given some kind of better service here. We are also looking at those kind of cases also. So that comes under the product liability kind of coverage actually. All right. So based upon that one, they'll give you certain kind of amount here. So these are the things. This comes under casualty kind of things here. So something, I mean, damage has been done on from you to others actually. So that is what is casualty. Now in India, we have general insurance which covers both of these concepts here. Okay, so casualty means protection from legal or financial responsibility when accidents like for example, cause harm to others from you. All right. So now, what are the common P&C insurance policies which we have in India are like for example, auto or car insurance. All right, and then again, see home insurance. Of course, auto and car insurance here properly it is called as motor insurance. So I mean it could be two-wheeler and four-wheeler something. All right. And again, see now a new kind of insurance is also coming up in India, renters insurance here. Of course, it is not again into like for example implementation. So very soon it might also be I mean it might also be implemented here. But again, see we also have commercial and business insurance here. Business insurance again, liability insurance. All right, liability insurance. And again, if you go with large factories and large industries, right? So they also have something called workers' compensation insurance, also workers' insurance here. All right. So those things comes under the labor kind of licenses and again labor kind of category. So they have workers' compensation insurance here. So now, for example, let me tell you how, like for example, things work especially when you go with this particular auto insurance or this particular two-wheeler insurance. I mean, what are this kind of two-wheeler insurance we have actually? All right. So let me explain you this one. Now, let us go with some kind of things here. For example, mm, now according to the Indian law, right? Let me tell you some kind of interesting cases. Indian law. According to Indian law, we have third party motor insurance. Okay. And this is mandatory. See, mandatory. Now, for example, now if you have, I mean, see, some of you might be having some kind of, I mean, a car with you. Now you can relate to the things what what I'll tell you. For example, initially when you purchase that particular car, right, for about 1 year or something, so I mean, the insurance will be borne by the maker itself, and then later on, right, later on, so you will be told to take some kind of third party motor insurance. So you'll be not going with the same kind of insurance where you purchased that one. When you purchase some kind of car here, or you'll be going with such different kinds of, I mean, a company or a third party kind of thing. So what it does basically, what is this particular third party insurance here? So majorly it protects like for example your asset here. Your it protects your asset, and again see it also gives you some kind of casualty kind of protection also. So many people buy a comprehensive policy here. All right, comprehensive policy means like for example, it could be third party plus some kind of own damage. Own damage. All right, own damage. Now, what is this one? Under this particular policy, right? You will be given some kind of car, like for example, there will be some kind of value called IDV. I mean, you can refer your insurance documents, guys. What I'm telling you, IDV, insured declared value. It is called as insured declared value. Insured declared value. All right. So this is nothing but what is this one? Basically, it's nothing but the car's insured value. Car's insured value. That means, see, for example, so based upon the number of years that you have purchased, for example, now you purchased it, for example, let us try to understand 2023. Now, this is 2025 year ending. For example, let us try to understand. You purchase now from this one, they can see it will be having some kind of depreciation, right? It will be not having the original same kind of value. So, based upon that one, how much insured, I mean, how much insurance or how much insured value can your car get? I mean, that is about the IDV. Plus, again, for example, the no claim bonus here. The no claim bonus. It is also called NCB. NCB. All right. Now it is nothing but the discount if you don't claim here. See, discount if you if you do not claim anything until now. All right. If you don't claim, for example, you did not had any kind of damages on your car or neither any kind of accident or anything. All right. Now, what you can do, you can also have no claim bonus also. I mean, insurance companies will also give you this kind of claim. I mean, this kind of bonus also. Plus, again, some other kind of thing called as zero depreciation. Zero depreciation add-on. All right. So zero depreciation add-on. And again, personal accident cover here. Personal accident cover. All right. So these are the different things that are being given in the general insurance or the motor insurance that you take in the case of this general insurance. And you see, you don't go with any kind of life insurance company. So you have certain companies like LICSA, Lombard, SDFC, Ergo. You have different things here. All right. I'll also show you, like for example, now if you take the case, right, we have this particular companies and their particular ratios here. So this I have taken from my net, no, net only. See, top 10 general insurers in India. Okay, so 2023 to 24 years. So there's data here. Now, I mean, see the kind of business they own actually and the market share here. So the years also they're giving you. So first it stands here New India Insurance Company or New India Assurance Company. You have that kind of thing, right? But again, ICICI Lombard, again Bajaj Allianz, United India, SDFC, Oriental, Star Health, like national star caters to own health insurance here. All right, national. And again, Tata AIG, it covers both here. Again, health insurance as well, general under general insurance. SBI again, almost all the policies here. Again, health as well as motor insurance kind of thing. All right. So these are the different things. I mean, you can also see these are the top players as of now in India. Of course, see, time to time it changes, but again, see, if you look at the public sector and again the private sector, under the public sector, we have this one, New India Insurance Company, United India Insurance Company. All right. So you can see what are the kind of market size they have actually. All right. And overall, if you look at right, so you can see, I mean, these are the top general insurers here. And almost all of these insurance companies are using particular this one Guidewire software, except this New India Assurance here. Because New India Assurance here, it's a public sector and it's backed by union government. And again, like for example, they have their own kind of software. Even LSC has their own kind of software. But if you take it, all these other particular things here, like for example, all the other kind of, I mean, this general insurance, right? So these people, these players are using Guidewire. Correct. So, and see, nowadays, general insurance has become rise here because any particular, asset that you purchase it. As I told you, asset could be anything. It's a physical thing that you own here. So now that is being given some kind of protection here. It could be a simple theft protection also. All right. So that is the reason actually general insurance is becoming a trend now, and that is where you're able to see the rise in this particular jobs also, especially Guidewire. Now, let me tell you, 10 years back or even 5 years back, right? Guidewire was not that popular actually. But now, I mean, things got changed here because of the kind of lifestyle or like, for example, the kind of economic scenario or the kind of products that people are purchasing in different countries. I'm not speaking generally in India. All right. I'd say, especially if you look at in India, right? I'll tell you one kind of statistics. According to statistics, I'm telling you, these are not my words here. People are purchasing some kind of like for example some kind of products. It could be a laptop, it could be some kind of mobile gadget also, like iPhone, Samsung Galaxy Ultra or something, whatever it could be. So according to the statistics, right, people who are purchasing this kind of products are more in number under the EMI category. EMI category. That means, see, now everyone is giving you no cost EMI. All right, whether you go with Bajaj or whether you go with any kind of thing, he will simply give you no cost EMI. And because of this one also, see, when you have been given that particular product, obviously they'll also give you. Certain companies are giving you with insurance itself, protection here. And certainly, see, even if you go with something, for example, now you purchase some kind of policy or you have certain credit cards also. For example, you have a credit card that is also physical asset here. All right. Now again, there is also some kind of protection for that one, card protection plan. You might have heard about this one also, right? Now even this is a latest category under the general insurance section also. So even under that one, you will be given some kind of insurance. If you have a CPP plan, right? generally look at that one in that particular document. So there'll be some kind of statement referred to under the general insurance section. I mean, they'll be having types with different things here. They'll be going with HDFC or Ergo, or they'll be going with some kind of ICICI Lombard or something. All right, insurer could be a different thing, but they'll give you this particular plan also, because see, they'll tell you that if you lost your mobile, or if you lost any particular card, or I mean, if any kind of I mean, amount has been deducted, or some kind of things have been done, so you'll be also provided with this kind of protection also. You'll be given this amount here. So they'll also tell you that one. All right. So all these things are, like, for example, being covered under the general insurance here. All right. Now again, if you go with the property insurance, for example, in India, I mean, we also have this one, right? Because in India, we like, for example, think of it to be some kind of pride kind of thing, right? When someone purchases a new home or something. So in case of property insurance, right? For example, so now in which particular cases this property insurance has been given? Yes. For example, if your house or property has been damaged by fire, some kind of flood here, or earthquake, all right, earthquake. And then see, earthquake means some kind of companies might give you this one, or some kind of companies might not give you this one. All right, earthquake here. All right. And again, see, some kind of burglary. All right, some kind of burglary, or some kind of stolen kind of things here, or structural damage here. All right, structural damage due to some kind of things. Okay. So now in see, this particular property insurance has been given in accordance with the rules formulated by IRDAI. What is this IRDAI? Any kind of insurance, like for example, company it is, any kind of policy it is. Okay, so everything will be governed by IRDAI in India, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India. All right, and it introduces some kind of rules and restrictions for every insurance company in view of protecting the rights of the policy holders here. All right. So each and every insurance has to, like, for example, come up with fair practices here in assigning some kind of insurance policies to the different kinds of customers here. It could be anything. It could be a life insurance product or anything. It has to govern to the rules, and it has to adhere to the rules of this IRDAI in India. All right. So likewise, in particularly, like for example, so what does IRDAI do? It is actually, see, they are responsible for approving the products. Now, before any insurance company comes up with a product, right, they have to formally take an agreement from the approval from the IRDAI. Report, see, without that one, no insurance company can give you any particular product here. All right. In the market itself, they cannot come with such kind of product here. All right. So IRDA is responsible to approve products, protect customers, and ensure claim fairness here. All right, ensure claim fairness. So why I'm telling you this, all these things is, even your guidewire has to adhere, adhere or accept to the policies. All right, or the rules, I can say. Again, policies means you will understand in a different way. So Guidewire has to adhere to the rules and formulations laid by IRDAI. IRDAI. All right. So with respect to that one, they're giving you certain products here. All right. So and part of that one, right? For example, so they're giving you certain kind of softwares here. So I'll also tell you about the softwares here. Now, in accordance to the Guidewire policies, right? Now, why P&C insurance is important in India? Okay, so let us try to even understand why this general insurance is important in India. Because see, India has high accident rate, guys. Accident rate here. All right. Every year you see, every month you see, there are a lot of accidents happening across India. Not speaking about a particular state also. All right. And like, for example, now frequently we are prone to some kind of cyclones and floods here. All right. So in Bay of Bengal, or even Bay of Bengal, there is a common thing. Like, for example, every year we see, I mean, those particular states or something are normally prone to certain kinds of floods and cyclones. So those people who are in the coastal areas, right? So they'll be given some kind of protection, especially, I mean, we have separate policies under them. Again, see, we have, like, for example, earthquake prone regions also. And again, see, rising legal cost also. All right, legal cost also. Because see, now, for example, if you want to go with an health insurance plan, if you don't have any kind of insurance plan, what happens, guys? Everything you have to bone. But can everyone bone that particular cost? No, right? So that is why taking this general insurance is important here. And today, as I told you, right, Indian government itself is telling each and every individual to have an health insurance, at least health insurance, if not motor insurance or other type of general insurance. Indian government itself is advising each and every individual who are 18 plus years of old. Okay, so to go with health insurance plan here. Because see, nowadays we are living in certain environment. I mean, anything could happen. All right, it is an uncertain event here. All right, anything can happen here. All right. So without insurance, right? So what you will do, you pay. Okay, without insurance, you pay lot of expenses. Okay, you pay lot of expenses out of your own pockets here. And again, can everyone bear this particular cost here? No, right? So only few can bear this particular cost. I mean, what about others here? We have a large population, right, in the globe here. Now again, loss can wipe all your savings and business, right? For example, what are your saved? Now, for example, you're saved for certain amount of, I mean, for a particular from a particular time period here. Now, if you do not take this general insurance, right? Okay, so what happens here? Everything that you have saved will be wiped out in one single day itself. Right. So if you take this general insurance, what happens here? Risk is shared here. Risk is shared means what does this mean here? Risk is shared here. Risk is shared here. Risk is shared means, for example, certain part will be borne by the insurer here. For example, if you go with an health insurance here. So if someone of your family member has been hospitalized, now what can they do? Normally, what the insurer will do, I mean, he will tell you that up to 80% I can bear the cost here. He will tell you this one. This is a common thing that is happening. All right. And 20% you should borne from your own pockets here. All right. Now, again, you will be getting some kind of, in that way, you will be getting some kind of financial protection and peace of mind. Fine. And because of this simple things, right? See, now anywhere you go, because even see, for example, even the other kind of things also, right? For example, let me tell you some other things here. Now, a lot of industries are coming up in India. I mean, not only the IT sector and some other things. So there are even government is also encouraging startups to also put their company kind of companies or establish some kind of their offices or whatever it could be, their businesses here. And then, I mean, see, regarding the employee protection plan also, they're coming up with different policies here. So again, it comes under general insurance only. So, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, in view of all this kind of different things, right? Now, general insurance is rising in all these kind of sectors here. So that is where Guidewire is also automatically rising. If general insurance is rising, you need to understand Guidewire is also rising actually. Because why? What I told you this one. See, out of this particular image, what I'm showing you, right? Except this new India, right? Every player is now using Guidewire. And that is the reason you people are into demand as of now. Okay. Because see, if you normally go with certain kind of insurance company, right? It is a lot of process, guys. Lot of processes. It's not just like banking here. Banking, if you go with banking, right? What happens here? There are two types of things: savings banking, current banking. All right. Now, another individual will be given some kind of savings banking. So what you do? What are the different things that you could do? You can either deposit some kind of amount or you can withdraw some kind of amount. And again, the amount can also be deposited through some kind of demand draft or some kind of, for example, check or something. Now, after internet banking, right, everything got changed here. All right. So now no one is also, for example, very less people are going to banks here unless and until you have a certain kind of check deposit or some kind of demand draft or something else here. All right. Or any particular other kind of thing here. But insurance is not like that. From the time a particular customer takes some kind of policy and the time he claims that particular policy, right, insurance will be like, for example, working on behalf of you actually. So that is why there is a lot of process involved here. So for example, you take certain policy here. All right. Initially, you will be going with a certain policy product here. It could be anything. It could be a life, it could be general, or it could be anything. Now, whatever the amount, whatever according to the policy, according to the product, right, you'll be paying certain kind of premium amount here. And you will be told to pay the premium amount even like, for example, through monthly or quarterly or some kind of yearly. So according to your budget or according to your expenses, right, your capability, right, you'll be opting for a certain premium plan here. All right, premium plan. Now, so for example, these keywords are important. So policy, and again, see your customer data. In order to go with the policy, there should be having customer data. All right, customer data is important, right? Now, what is customer data here? Customer data means like, for example, your name, your age here, and again, your, I mean, like, for example, your income. Certainly, they'll ask you this one, right? Your address. right? And then again, see what is your gender. All right, gender. But again, see, for example, again, age plays a vital role, guys. Age plays a vital role because see, now if your age is small, for example, your insurance premium amount will be less here. As and when you grow, right? Like for example, if you want to go with a new, like for example, product, right? Premium plans will be changing. All right, premium plans generally will be higher. Normally, you look at that one. Even if you go with some kind of mutual funds, also something. The same thing happens in mutual funds also. For example, if you are taking a mutual fund plan at 20 years of age, the price will be something. But now, if at all you want to go with the same kind of plan, let's say you want 1 CR, 1 crore in certain time period. For example, if you're going with 20 years of age, right? So within, like, for example, 15 years, you can have 1 CR in your account here. That is what I'm telling you practically. I mean, merely paying with only 3 to 5,000 amount per month here. But now, if at all you want to have 1 CR in your pocket, right? For example, in your account, right? And for the same time period, right? You might have to pay almost all 35 to 60,000 in between. So this is what happens here. If you age, for example, above. So that is why age is a vital role here. And again, income, address, gender. And again, let's say, for example, there are other factors into consideration. For example, again, they also take some kind of health into account also because health is also very, very important here. All right. So why I'm speaking all this one is, and again, see, based upon all this data, right? Now you will be given some kind of data. Now you will be told to, like, for example, map certain things here. That is where you will be using some kind of Guidewire developer tools here. Guidewire developer tools here. So in Guidewire developer tools, or let me even tell you, not tools. First, let us try to understand the Guidewire software applications here or the products here. So in Guidewire, right, normally we have certain things here. Like for example, we have Guidewire products, I can call it as. All right. In Guidewire products, right, we do have certain things like Policy Center. Policy Center. All right. Now, what is this Policy Center? What are this Policy Center? Of course, I'll tell you the different products here. Policy Center, again, we have Billing Center. Billing Center. Sorry, not vendor, center. All right. And then again, we also have certain called as Claim Center here. All right. Claim Center. Claim Center. Now, what is all these things here according to Guidewire? Now, let me tell you each and everything here in detail. Now, where does this PNC fit in here? I'll tell you. How does the Policy Center help? And again, how does they streamline the operations? I'll tell you now. For example, when you go with Guidewire Policy Center, right? Guidewire, like for example, insurance suite here. So, Guidewire has two kinds of products here. For example, again, not this one. According to their software architecture, right? They have insurance suite and then insurance now. All right, insurance suite. And again, insurance now. All right. I'll tell you about this one also later. All right. Now, what is this policy center here? Policy center is especially used for managing the policy life cycle from quoting to renewal here. All right. Policy life cycle, entire policy life cycle. Now, what is policy life cycle here? From the day one, the customer means the policy holder. Okay, a customer takes certain policy product here. Policy means at a certain insurance product. You need to understand here. All right. So from day one, when he purchases some kind of insurance product, right, or a policy for a certain time period. Now you will be told to pay that insurance policy for a certain time period, right? It could be 8 years. Minimum time period is 3 years. 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, 15, 20, likewise. All right. We have this kind of things here. So for a certain time period, what is that you are paying and what is the sum assured? All right. So sum assured. There is something called a sum assured. Sum assured. So sum assured, and again, see the other things like, for example, policy details here. All right, policy details. And again, see what is the policy life cycle. You have you taken it for what is the time period here? All right. And again, what is the policy amount here? And what is the policy billing life cycle? All right. Billing life cycle means, for example, all that will be contained in this particular billing center. But again, see, regarding a certain policy, right? It will be having certain billing amount here. And when you're trying to pay that one, whether you're going with a monthly plan or some kind of quarterly plan or some kind of, let's, for example, annual plan or something. All right. And for how many years in such way? all this entire life cycle from quoting. That is why I'm telling you, like for example, quoting. Quoting. Quoting means the insurer will be telling you, I mean, for the insurer will be giving you some kind of assurance about a product here. That is what is called as quote. Now, for example, when you go to certain retail store and you ask it to give me certain kind of quotation, right, about certain product here. All right. Likewise, from quoting to again some kind of renewal. Okay. Quoting to renewal here. Renewal. So when you go with the renewal process, right, each and every year it will be renewed year. All right. Or let's say, for example, you have taken for a certain time period, let's say 3 years. After 3 years, again, it will be renewed year. All right. So every time, say, for example, even if you go with different financial products also, let's say, for example, you're going with FD. All right, FD. Now, FD, for example, you have made it for 1 year. After 1 year, right, it will automatically be renewed year. All right. So likewise, from the entire life cycle from quoting to renewal, so this particular policy center can help you streamline all this kind of process here. So what it will do, how it will be helpful for the different insurance companies is insurance companies can create, manage, and underwrite insurance policies effectively using this policy center here. Underwriting. Now, what is this underwriting? Yeah. Underwriting means let's say you purchase some kind of policy product here. Now, what is that insurer is assuring you about that particular product? That means, for example, you purchase certain policy product here. So it's telling you that, I mean, if you pay a premium insurance for this particular time period, let's say, for example, 10 years. After 10 years, now you might have seen certain policies, right? So from the 11th year to the time you are present, actually, that means actually in our time period, it is 100 years, but till your death year, that is its meaning actually. Okay. So every year you will be getting 1 lakh in your account here. I mean, there are certain policies also. You might have heard about this one also, right? So likewise, now whatever they are claiming, right, each and everything will be written in that particular policy document here. So what are the policy document contains everything. It contains in which particular cases you will be getting some assured and in which cases the amount will not be given to you. Everything will be given in that particular policy document. Everything. So that particular document notes is called as underwriting. So there will be some kind of policy underwriters. Again, see, they are some kind of licensed persons. Anyone can't become an underwriter. Okay. So you should know the insurance domain well. I mean, at least you should work in that insurance domain for a certain time period, and there are certain exams for that one. So they can become underwriters here. Of course, even they are well paid actually. Frankly to tell, they're well paid actually. All right. So because see, whatever whatever notes is present in that policy document, right? If anything changes, right, you can legally take some kind of action on them. And insurance company has to pay you for that one. All right. That is why underwriting is very, very important. That is the reason they'll also give you policy documents. I mean, not on the same day. So some kind of policy documents will be given up to 1 month time period here. All right. So because see, everything has to be, insured, and again, it has to be present in that underwriting kind of things here. So right from quoting to renewal, right, everything will be, I mean, you can manage under the policy center. Because see, when the time period the customer takes that particular policy and the time period he renews it here. So in which particular every year is renewing or every monthly, like for example, or what is that one? So I mean, everything it contains here. Then, so if you go with the policy lifecycle management, right? What else it contains here? So let me tell you, underwriting automation. Now, see, previously, when we had, now we are able to, we have a lot of softwares here, a lot of technology has been advanced here. So we are using certain kind of softwares, and Guidewire helps you in this particular cases because underwriting itself will take you months of time. 10 years back, right, or even 15 years back, let me tell you, 10 to 15 years back, right, underwriting itself took almost all months of time, nearly 1 to 3 months actually. All right. Later on, some kind of automated softwares, even they are using insurance companies here because see, as I told you, right, it is a lot of process, guys. It is not just like your savings banking. Just you go and deposit something, that itself it is done here. All right, automatically the amount will reflect in your account here. That is not the case here. Everything has to be insured here, and what are the promises has been done by the insurer to a policy holder, right? Everything has to be taken care in the underwriting section. And as I also told you, in which scenarios they will not give you this underwriting, like for example, the sum assured, right? It will also be present in this kind of cases. So underwriting automation, okay, policy lifecycle management, like for example, again, flexible product configuration. So because see, It will enable insurer to define and customize insurance products here. Customize means, for example, from time to time, there are even certain policies. So they'll tell you, we can give you up to this particular amount, but again, it depends upon the market conditions also. They'll also tell you in such kind of cases also. So whatever the IDV value is present on that particular day, according to the market standards, right, will give you when you go for the claim kind of thing. For example, so that is some kind of product customization. And again, regulatory compliance. Now, whatever I told you, everything, whether it is policy center, billing center, or claim center, Guidewire also has to adhere to the IRDAI rules here. All right. So it has to, again, for the security and some, we call it as safeguarding. All right. So it has to comply with that particular regulatory rules here. And again, even in case of certain things, right, it can even integrate with other external systems. So as I told you, right, now Guidewire is also coming up with some kind of APIs where they can integrate with other ecosystems like Azure, AWS, and something. All right. So all these, I mean, so Policy Center provides you. And moreover, Policy Center also reduces the manual underwriting efforts here because see, underwriting, as I told you, it takes a lot of time. It will reduce this time period. Guidewire Policy Center is reducing this particular time period. I mean, if it is taking 3 months, right? I mean, now it will take almost all less than a month here. All right. So less than a month. If every data is accurate, if every data is accurate. So always all gathering, I mean, you need to have the right data set here, right data. I mean, whether it is customer information or policy information, everything. If every data is perfect here, underwriting could take within a month here. So that is a big boon for insurance companies here. Moreover, it is providing a centralized database for the insurance companies to have all the information related to the policy under one single roof here. All right. So that is also one other thing. And again, see, it also experiences the customer centric kind of thing here. Because see, now customers, for example, you purchase some kind of product here. Now what you're doing, you could quickly able to look at your insurance product, right? You will be given some kind of username and you will be told to go with a password configuration and you will be looking at your insurance here. From time to time, from when you're taken, when you're insuring that one, and again, when you're renewing that one, everything will be written in that one. So you can do not go to any kind of office. I mean, you can look online for all this kind of, like, for example, the UI experience, everything is been given by the Guidewire Policy Center here. Okay. So that is about the Policy Center. Now, what is this billing center here? What is this billing center? Again, see, now customers might be taking different kinds of products here. So they'll be going with the ad hoc billing process here. All right, ad hoc billing process. Ad hoc billing process. Now, when they go with this particular billing process, right? Again, billing process is again, it contains every information. So when that customer is paying that particular, when he's billing that one, that means like, for example, monthly or quarterly, or let's say, for example, even certain yearly kind of time period. Or let's say, for example, I mean, again, some different kinds of payment tracking systems will also be present here, billing center. So in what way he has paid here? Because see, when you go with an invoice, right, you will be also given this information also under the payment section, right? If you're, I mean, see, paid through some kind of credit card or net banking or any other kind of system, or like, for example, cash, even it will also contain that particular information. All right. So everything, because see, the insurance companies needs to have a clear data about all this kind of things here. All right. So billing center will help in this particular kind of cases here. All right. So in billing center reduces manual accounting efforts and enhances transparency here in this case. All right, once again, I tell you, billing center will reduce as the manual payment kind of process here and accounting process here. Because see, once we have this particular automated billing process, right, it will help the account section. That means the finance team of that insurance team to quickly look at that particular, data. All right. So that is what it provides here. And moreover, for the insurance companies, it also provides the real-time payment tracking process and automated reminders here, automated reminders. That means, see, for example, now before you get some, see, before you, there's a time to, in order to pay certain premium, right? You will also be given some kind of notice also through some kind of email or some kind of messages also, right? So it will also keep track of this particular things also. It will become, I mean, easier for the insurance companies to track any particular, like, for example, invoices or something. Because see, each and every insurance company will be having some lakhs of customers. If you go with India, I mean, in our India, all right, even in a particular city only, if you take it, right, for example, there will be lots of customers here. And each and every policy holder, in order to track their billing information, will be a tedious task here. So billing center will automate me all that particular process here. And in case of payment delays also, it will even, I mean, tell me that particular billing options also. Like for example, if you're dealing your premium plan, right? What happens here? Certainly, some kind of companies will charge you. All right. Or some kind of companies will not pay you for that particular time period. Even if it is one day also, they'll not pay you for that particular time period. So they'll tell you that your insurance is lapsed or your insurance is paid up. All right, paid up. Paid up means he will not pay you that far up to that particular time period here. After that one, again, when you renew your policy, right? Again, from that particular amount of time, again, now their insurance plan starts here. This is what happens here. All right. Again, claim center. Now, what is claim center? Claim center means it streamlines all the claim handling and management kind of process. Okay. Claims handling and management. Right. So claims and handling and management here. So this particular kind of thing, it will streamline this entire process here. Now, for example, you want to claim your policy. All right. Now you actually abided by certain time period here. For example, you have gone with a time period of 8 years, for example. But you require some kind of financial assistance due to some kind of personal reasons. You want to opt out of that particular policy here. It could be anything. So again, if you go with the claims handling section, right? So they'll tell you that at least minimum time period required is 3 years, sir. So after that one, you can claim your insurance policy. So when you go with the claim period, right? Again, what are that insurance value they have to give you? Because see, now what are the sum assured they have given you while taking the policy, right? It is only for that particular time period. Like for example, that minimum time period, 8 years or 10 years. That's it. But before that one, if you claim, right, what happens here? So if you claim after a particular time period, right, automatically whatever they have, like for example, assured you, right? So that things will automatically come up here. But before that one, so how the claim settlement is done, how the claim handling process is done. All right. So it will become easier for the insurance companies to go through this particular process here. All right. Because see, the claim itself will take almost all 1 month to 45 days here. So they'll not give you the very next moment that you go to the office here. All right, it's not like that one, right? And general insurance companies here. All right. So when you go with them, and if you even go with the proper documentation also, so they'll tell you that, I mean, so it will, the amount will be, I mean, deposited in your account for a certain time period. All right. So it will ease out this process for the insurance companies here. All right. So end-to-end claim processing kind of settlement, I mean, it will even make them easier here. Again, the workflow automation. For example, you want to go with a claim kind of settlement here. That entire workflow automation, I mean, again, the risk assessment here and what kind of, I mean, insurance amount, what kind of sum assured you'll be getting here. Everything it will keep track on all these kind of things here. All right. So it reduces this particular claim time period here for the insurance companies. So this is about the claim center. Now, let me tell you now. So if you go with the software suite, right? So we have this particular thing, right? So apart from the policy center, we also have, as I told you, claim center. And again, we also have something called as billing center. And then again, we also have data hub and info center. Info center. Info Center. Now, this is a new kind of module in this particular Guidewire kind of software. What is this module? Data Hub and Info Center. You have data related to all these kind of things here, policy, claim, billing, entire thing. Now, time to time, insurance companies also wants to look at the kind of insights from the customer data or the policy data that they have actually. All right. So this particular Guidewire Data Hub and Info Center helps manage data centrally and provide an analytics kind of interfaces. So they can come up with some kind of analytics on top of that one. All right. Even they are using AI into this one. Now, Guidewire is also coming up with Gen AI kind of thing. All right. So AI, and again, like for example, so they want insights, customer insights or product insights here, policy insights here, or settlement insights here. So what are the settlement ratio? All right. So how many policies have been settled here, or what is that? The policies that have been not claimed here, everything they can have. All the data here. All right, and through AI, they can manage and track effectively within no time here. All right, analytics kind of hub here. All right, so these are the things that you need to understand about Guidewire. And let me tell you guys, see, when you want to work with Guidewire kind of job roles, right? You have to be thorough with the domain knowledge here. I'm not telling you need to be expert here. At least you need to know how this particular general insurance works here and what are the general insurance things available in India. All right. And then see, let me tell you now when it comes to the case of job roles, right? So I told you, I'll give you a roadmap on all these kind of things here. Roadmap. All right. So when it comes to this one, right? Roadmap. Okay. When it comes to these things, right? See, let me tell you about the Guidewire certifications later, but let me show you the Guidewire job roles here. Especially in India, right? As of now, we have what kind of roles we have? Let me explain you. So we have, like, for example, Guidewire developer. This is the most in-demand kind of job role, but again, it requires some kind of good technical knowledge apart from the domain knowledge here. I'll also tell you, Guidewire Guidewire QA, the next best thing. Because see, now when you go with like for example, insurance, finance, or any kind of domain, right? Not only the development, the QA part is also really important because see, one mistake can cause the insurance companies a lot of bucks here. All right. And this is what we have done in the machine learning kind of cases also regarding this Guidewire, some kind of cases here. All right. And then again, see, after this one, we have Guidewire BA. All right. Guidewire architect and again Guidewire project management. All right, PM I could call it as. Okay, so these are the roles we have. Out of all these things, right, developer is the prime thing, but again see, it requires some kind of domain knowledge. All of these things require domain knowledge, guys, let me tell you. And especially if you want to go with architect and PM kind of role, see, even in the case of QA role or business analyst role, right, it requires some kind of domain knowledge here. All right, and you have certain kind of certifications for that one also. I'll also show you the certifications here. All right, but see, when it comes to this one, right, look at this one. Guidewire developer customizes, builds features, and maintains core Guidewire applications like Policy Center, Claim Center, Billing Center. And see, here the best part is you can be specialized in one particular domain or one particular module. See, it will take time for you to master all these kind of things here. Policy Center, Claim Center, Billing Center. All right. So how you can go into this particular Guidewire job roles is you can master any one kind of module here, either Policy Center, Claim Center, or Billing Center. And then again, see, now there are even certain developer jobs differentiated developer role and again integration developer. Integration developer means third party APIs will be using that one. All right. Again, in under this one, right, there is a new role coming up, Guidewire data engineer. Data engineer, because nowadays data engineering is very booming, right? Everyone has lots of data, and Guidewire insurance. That is why Guidewire is now coming up with their cloud SaaS and PaaS kind of platform to integrate with Azure and AWS. Very soon, you will see Guidewire data engineers roles also coming up in the market here. All right. As of now, in India, we have Guidewire developer kind of role. That developer itself will be doing this integration and again some kind of ETL jobs here. All right. And again, see Guidewire QA and again Guidewire BA. All right. Architect means, let me tell you guys, you need to be thorough with the Guidewire software suite, complete suite here. And not only that one, the insurance domain, especially the PNC insurance domain here. And then you also need to have a very good domain understanding, business knowledge here. All right. Only then you can step into this particular roles here. See, forget about the salaries part here. But what I'm trying to say is at least be thorough with the domain that you're going into. All right. See, salaries are skyrocketing now. All right. So very soon, again, when a lot of people come into this particular domain space, right? Again, see, the salary in India will be reduced here. That's common everywhere you see. But again, what I'm trying to tell you is that any role that you go, especially if at all you want to scale to architect or PM kind of roles, right? You need to have a clear understanding of the domain kind of knowledge. All right. And functional business roles, you have business analyst here. All right. And data analyst or engineer. That is what. So I told you, right? A new suit has been added to its software suite here, data and info center, which will work purely with AI. All right. Again, they also have some other kind of module called a Jutro. Jutro. All right. So that is again a new kind of other kind of module here. All right. And see, people know only about policy center, business center, sorry, this one, claim center, business center here, billing center, sorry. All right. But again, see, these are also some other kind of module that are coming up actually. All right. And again, see, nowadays product role is very booming also. Product management. Okay. So project management, even these roles are also coming up actually. All right. But again, let me tell you, under the professional kind of services, again, you can scale down to this particular specialist. So now I'm working in this particular domain actually, AIML. I mean about the Guidewire kind of insurance and something. All right. So we know, I mean, what we are working with. So what, according to my knowledge, I'm telling you. Okay. So in India, as of now, I mean, these job roles are booming actually, especially. Okay, Guidewire developer, QA and BA, these roles. So architect PM role only when you have enough knowledge into this particular roles. Okay, so actually I'm working with this particular role actually. So frankly to tell, but again, see, there are a lot of things that will be tested here. Okay, we do not go to interviews or do not go with even certifications. Okay, so with minimum knowledge, everywhere you go, you will face rejections here. Okay, only when you have enough knowledge or good knowledge on all these kind of things, I mean, you will be, I mean, seeing the difference you can see in your pay packages. All right. And now let me tell you about the certifications here. See, and again, see, under the developer kind of section, right? If you are QA and again, like for example, some kind of, I mean, business analyst, right? So business analyst, no need to go with Java kind of domain, but at least you need to have a domain understanding, domain knowledge here. But if you're going with, like for example, developer roles, right? Some kind of Java, I'm not telling you need to be expertise in Java, but Java and it has its own kind of language. All right. So Guidewire, okay, so it has its own kind of language. I mean, you need to also go with this one. And you need to have a domain cloud understanding with this kind of, I mean, clouds, Azure, AWS or something. All right. Then the things will work out. Now, again, see, coming to the case of Guidewire certifications, right? Guidewire certifications. Guidewire Associate. So you can initially start with this particular kind of thing. Guidewire Architect here, Legacy Specialist and Professional. So right now I'm into this particular thing. So very soon I'm actually, I mean, almost all it's been done here. Okay, so I'm not boasting about myself, but I'm telling you, if you go, you can scale up to this particular roles here. All right. And then see, this requires lot of thing. Again, it requires multiple domain expertise here. Presently we are into AIML kind of space here. But again, see what you can do. Initially, you can go up to this particular thing here. And then again, see, let me also tell you one thing, guys. You also need to have passion into this particular domain. Only then things will work out. Okay, merely learning the things, and again, if you want to go with something, right? I mean, things won't work out. Okay, so I'm telling you free and frankly. Yeah. All right, I don't want you, like for example, I mean, give you some kind of cloud or something that you, I mean, you're having this, that, and kind of things here. So I want to give you a clear understanding. You need to have a passion to do things here. All right. So what I'm trying to tell you is initially what I suggest you is you can enter into this particular roles here. Okay, it will be easier for you to enter into this particular roles, Q and BA. Q means as a tester here, all right? Business analyst here. You can enter into this particular roles. Developer role also you can go, but again, see, as I told you, right, you need to be having some kind of programming knowledge here. Then, I mean, as I told you, I mean, you can see the difference in your pay packages here. All right. With minimum 3 years of experience, they are giving you up to 12 lakhs package here, as of now. With 5 years, I mean, so there are even certain organizations where they're paying you up to 25 lakhs package also. All right. I'm not telling you or exaggerating you. I mean, but again, see, things also work when you have enough knowledge and when you can justify yourself into this particular space here. All right. Only then things will be working out, guys. All right. And now let me show you some kind of GDs also, what they're exactly asking you. Guidewire. Okay, so let me only go with Guidewire. So you can see a lot of, different roles here. So you all almost all having this money, and this number will still rise now in this coming year because see, Now 2026 year will be completely about AI agents, machine learning, and again data related roles, data engineering. That means your Guidewire also comes under the data roles here. All right. So, I mean, all these kind of products, all these kind of organizations who are into this particular space will be evolved like anything now in 2026. All right. So let me go with this. Let us see what they're asking you. Look at this one, guys. Who is this one? Zensar. Okay, this is also one of the popular companies. And look at this one. Relevant experience in Guidewire Policy Center Integration Developer, Policy Center Configuration Developer. All right. So both of the things, I mean, you'll be learning. And again, see, other things are, I mean, you have some kind of forms. That is, I mean, this is third party, I mean, integration gateway. I told you, right? When it go with some kind of integration developer, right? They'll be asking you this kind of integration gateway kind of experience. I mean, how you I mean, connect with some kind of third party APIs and some other things here. All right, it is about that one. And then it is Capgemini. They have not given you a clear kind of thing. Okay, let us go with other things. Sensor we have looked at. Capgemini, let us see if he has given something here. Here also has not given anything clearly. Hardware configuration tester. See, look at the tester here. CGI. Must have skills Guidewire claim center or claim center. Okay, so policy center, billing center, configuration tester. Okay, so this one testing again, you need to have Jira kind of thing. So people go with different things. Jira is best to have. So again, a lot of different testing kind of life cycles again. So like for example, it could be different test cases. So you need to know how to write that one. Again, see if you have any testing experience into something else, right? That will still work out here. You just have to know about the product suite here, Guidewire product suite. So then you can write test cases here. It's not about that Guidewire testing is something else different here. No. Okay. If you have any testing experience previously, any kind of single product or any kind of domain, you take it. Okay. So what are the test cases you apply there, right? It will also work out here. For example, uh, database testers and again ETL testers. I mean, they have a very good opportunity here as a tester. All right. Then again, likewise, if you take it, TCS, let us go with TCS, what they're asking you. Okay, Guidewire Claim Center development with at least two projects worked as a configuration lead here. All right. And see, Claim Center, they're especially asking you Claim Center here. All right. And there is something called as product modeling here. So, I mean, as this is as part of BA and again part of QA also. All right. So you'll come to know about all these kind of things here. And see, certification is secondary, guys. All right. And if you ask me about certification, right, initially go with the, like, for example, the concept here. All right. Certification is not mandatory. So certification, you can write it anyways, you can pass it. I mean, okay. If you go in real time, the your client itself will be paying for your certification. So no need to shell out money from your pocket, if you ask me. I mean, okay. So you can go with that one. So they're asking you this particular things only, guys. So anywhere you go, policy center, billing center, look at this one. So 5 to 9 years, 7 to 20 lakhs package. You have a very good package here. But again, see, as I told you, okay, so what is asking? Guidewire developer. Okay, Guidewire development here. Fine. Now again, with this Guidewire integration claim center. Okay, so that means see any particular domain, that means any particular suit will work out fine. If you go with only policy center, also you have jobs. If you go with only, like for example, billing center, also you have jobs. Claim center, also you have jobs here. All right. But if you have no, I mean, see, like for example, if you go with more than one particular tool, right, that will give you lot of, eligibility into different job roles here. All right. So that is what I can say. So as I told you, right, they have their own kind of language, Gosu. It is called as Gosu. All right. So, I mean, see, you have to know this one. Okay, then things will work out. And I mean, it is actually built on top of Java language. Okay. So, but see, I'm not telling you that it is hard here, but I mean, merely working. First of all, have the domain understanding, and then if you keep on working, right, you'll certainly get to know this kind of things here. So, this is what I can tell you. Okay. So, I hope I've given you certain knowledge here. about PNC, especially it is in PNC industry, that is general insurance here in India, we call it as. Okay, so that's about this one, guys. I hope you got an understanding about this one. So initially you can step into QA and BA roles, if not developer role. So, but again, see, you can go with developer kind of role. So you will be going with ETL development and again, data modeling kind of development. Okay. So again, into the data field here. All right. Under the development kind of things. So you can slowly explore yourself into those kind of areas here. Fine. So I hope I've given you the required knowledge here. So any questions you have, please let me know. Course duration will be about for 2 months, guys. Okay, so course duration will be 2 months, Monday to Friday. If we miss any particular session on any day, we can catch up on Saturdays as well. All right. So I request all of you to attend another session also. I'll tell you some other technical insights into this one, and I'll also share you the course contents and everything. All right. Freshers, it will work out, but again, see, more number of jobs are onto the experience kind of side. All right. But there are even certain players who are asking freshers now. But let me be frank, actually. So more number of jobs are for experienced people than freshers here. Because it's purely some kind of domain related kind of thing, right? So that is why. So our freshers, we have certain other kind of courses from this institute. So we have data science, AI, and again, like data engineering. You can go into that particular space if you are not, if you do not want this particular thing. All right. So course fee, I'll tell you, I mean, you can connect in the next session. So we'll tell you about that one. So how we'll be going and again, what things you will be learning as part of that one. Yes, that is what I clearly told you. It's completely about insurance domain and you need to have a passion to understand these things here. Okay. Then things will work out. Okay. Now, see, let me tell you very frankly, see, we need to install some kind of Guidewire development kind of software suite. So once we start with this particular sessions, real-time sessions, right? We can go with that one. I'll tell you how you need to go with that one, right? And then see, let me tell you guys, as of now, there is this particular role is actually very skilled because let me tell you, it is again trending also. And we are not getting enough candidates also because, I mean, no one knows about this particular thing here. It's not a free version, I'll tell you, but initially how you can go with that one. Okay, so Vishal, I'll guide you. So, as I told you, how we'll be starting with this one, everything will be having it in another session because again, I think it's almost all 2 hours that we had. Okay, so but in the next session, I'll let you know. I mean, so what we have, and now with the time, because see, let me tell you now the what are the professionals we are having, they are very less in number actually about this one because no one even really knows about this particular thing. Only you are working in this particular space, right? They'll be knowing this particular kind of software or something else. All right. So most of them do not know this one. So I mean, you can quickly enter into this particular kind of market also. So going with Q and BA kind of roles, it will be easier for you. Developer, I'm not saying, but you need to have some kind of technical knowledge also, like some kind of programming kind of experience. So if you think, I mean, you can't go with that one, you can enter it as a QA and as a BA kind of thing. So that will easily fetch you a job within no time. All right. But give it some time. So at least, I mean, so what you do is put aside some kind of 3 months of time. You can definitely gain a job into this particular thing. All right. So we'll have another session. So I'll clearly tell you how we'll be moving ahead. I mean, what you will be learning exactly and what are the contents in that one. So how you need to proceed with the jobs or how we'll be helping you in securing a job into this particular field. We'll have all that kind of information in the next session. So you'll be notified about the next session, guys. So if you really want to make out, and again, see, you are having some kind of career gap, right? Now is the best time into this particular field. All right. So now you can make use of that one. So I advise you people to attend the next session and take a decision, wise decision here. All right. Fine. Okay. So see you guys. Any final questions before I wind up this session? Hope you got an understanding, right? So what is Guidewire and what you'll be doing? So what kind of insurance industry you'll be working with? Okay. So fine then. So we'll meet in the next session, guys. Okay. So the next session you'll be notified. So see you guys. Thank you, everyone.